Welcome back, I'm Brainerror, and today we are playing the demo of the Backbone Preludes, which is a completely new game. Remember when I played the demo of the Backbone way back? I think it was maybe 2 years ago, and the full game was released, and I was planning on actually playing it, but unfortunately I read a lot of bad feedback and I wasn't sure whether I wanted to put a lot of time and effort into like voicing the characters and all that stuff, because that's this kind of game, you know. It's a point and click, or the previous one was a point and click. I'm not sure what this one is, but I really loved the demo, so I was kind of sad to see that it wasn't living up to the hype at all, and I might play it for myself at some point, but I thought I'll just leave it for now. But now they're coming out with another game, which seems to be in a similar style. I hope it's still point and click. I have no idea about anything. I just saw the Backbone Preludes Tales, and I had to look it up because I was like, is this the previous demo or is this a new one? No, this is for a new game that's set to come out for next year. So I am really excited. I hope this one will deliver, because I really wanted to play the full game really badly. And maybe they've fixed it by now, I don't know. But we're going to play the demo for now and see if it's any good. Yay! It's still the same style, I love it. Grandpa? Oh, multiple choice. Are you okay, Grandpa? Me? Why, of course. I'm more than fine. I'm spending time with my little girl. How could I not be?
Did you see the goosers?
The geezers? Ha! Of course. What about them?
There's so many. What are they doing?
They're looking for food. They're always hungry. You see, it's all the waddling they do.
I'd be hungry too if I was a gooser.
It's geezer, Clarissa, not gooser.
A gooser.
Ha! Alright, why not? A gooser. More than one, a bunch of them. When they're all together like this, it's called a gaggle. Did you know that?
Grandpa, do goosers have houses? How come they're always on the streets?
I don't think so. Geezers are interesting creatures. They're not like us, not quite. But they still have instinct. They're not stupid, not at all.
Maybe they could live in the big house with me and Mom. And Dad?
Would you want all those geezers around? With their honking and their pecking?
They have to promise to be quiet.
Do you think they can be?
Yeah!
I'm not as sure. Maybe when you're all grown up, you can have a whole family of geezers living in your house.
Perfect! That would be so funny.
Good. It's important to laugh. Far more important than most people realize.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, Clarissa, life can be very not silly sometimes. That's such a cool way of saying that. Sometimes it can get very serious, very grim. It's important to not let that get to you.
I'll try. Really hard.
I know you will, Clarissa. I'm sure. You'll do fine growing up.
Is growing up hard?
It's not hard, Bella. Not in the way you might be thinking. It's just slow. So slow you don't even know it's happening. Unless you're me and I had to grow up very, very quickly. Trauma!
So, how will I know I've grown up?
Oh, there they are. He's a bear. Oh, they're so cute. You won't. Not for a while at least. But there'll be a moment, years and years from now, when you'll take a deep breath, look out at the city, and realize who you are.
But I know who I am. I'm Clarissa.
Even Clarissa can change. In fact, You might want to be Clarence one day. I'd be worried if she didn't. It's one of the best parts of life, you know, changing, becoming something new, and something better than before.
I think I understand, Grandpa.
I knew you would, Clarissa. Come end of fall, the winds will grow, then twisting branches cusp the snow, but spring will free what cold held dear. Give way for one more year.
What was that, Grandpa? It was pretty.
A poem, Clarissa, one I remembered just now. I read it a long time ago, but it appears it has stuck with me.
What made you think of it?
Oh, it's this kind of game. Oh, interesting. The years passing by, Bella, time itself, I suppose. Tell me, what will you be when you're older? Who do you want to be? So I can either gain a trait in cunning, ambitious, or powerful. What do I want to be? Oh, I don't want to be any of these. I guess smart is the better option out of all of them.
I want to be really smart, really clever.
Clarence won't forget that. Well, I'd say you're halfway there already.
There is no halfway, Grandpa. You can never get smart enough.
Ha, see? You're already more clever than your old grandpa.
Just a little bit. Don't worry. I'll help you out, Grandpa.
Well, whatever you do, Clarissa, don't forget that being smart isn't everything. Knowing things and being right is no substitute for being kind. Your father, well, some people tend to forget that.
I won't. Hey, Grandpa. I love you.
I love you too, Clarissa Bella. I couldn't ask for a better... I did so well. I couldn't ask for a better grandchild. Now, come on. I think it's time for dinner, shall we?
Okay.
This reminds me of another game. I can't remember the name of it though. This better not be it. Last time the demo was really long, so I'm hoping that this will be a decent amount as well. Good. Oh, look at that! So is this Clarissa all grown up? You aspire to be cunning when you grow up. Cool. That's so cool. So it's like multiple... Detroit! It's like Detroit! You get multiple ways of doing stuff. And multiple endings, I'm guessing? Excuse my scrolling. No, one ending. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. But different experiences, I'm guessing. So we got Clarissa, we got Eli. We've got René. And Howard. Howard is the one we played, or we played a raccoon last time. But I can't remember if it was Howard or not. Cool. Thank you. I like this. It's a new take. I wonder why they changed it though. I think I booped my mic at some point. Yeah, there he is. Oh, okay. No more mouse for me. But there is a hamster. Hey, Hammy. Is it E? Okay. Oh, now I can use my mouse again. That's gonna be confusing. Wisconsin.
Oh, hey there. A fresh face. Are you here to study? You're new, right? I never forget a face.
Yeah. I'm Howard. Nice to meet you.
Well, howdy, Howard. It's nice to meet you. I'm Wisconsin, and I'll be your resident assistant. And your best friend, too, if you want one.
Resident assistant?
I'll keep things running smoothly in the dorms, like your dorm boss, but a fun boss. Also organize fun activities, you know, like a boss.
Cool. Can you tell me where my room is so I can put this box down first?
Not just yet.
Why not?
You see, I like to start things off fun with new students.
Oh god, I already hate this guy. If I went to a dorm and I had to deal with someone like this, I'd be like, noping all the way out. I'll just commute. You know, I'll just commute. Forget the dorm. It's fine. I know they mean well, but jeez, get out of my fucking space. Leave me alone. Which means
a scavenger hunt.
Why though?
It's fun. It lets us get to know each other and have fun on campus, you know? Like friends.
Alright, sure. I don't want to be rude, even though inside I'm dying.
Yay! Alright then. I've hidden 2 things somewhere in this hallway. One of them's blue and the other one is new.
Blue and new? No other clues?
It doesn't have to be things I've hidden. You can be creative too.
Alright, let's give this a shot. Can I put my... No, I'm gonna do this without my... Oh, okay. Well, there's a blue thing. How about this? Enter a hallway. Oh. You said in the hallway, right? Or in the foyer? Can I just go to my dorm room? Can I run? No. Oh god, this is gonna take forever. It must be the foyer, because otherwise, you know. I'm just gonna talk to you again. I'm still working on it. God, he didn't give me a hint of where I need to be. Okay. I'm just gonna look in here first. Check on the bench. Oh, there you go. A blue piece of paper that says,
"You found me!"
Don't know what I expected. Okay, so it is in here. I really thought he said hall, but I was too busy talking like a maniac. I like that there's a statue breastfeeding over there. That's what it looks like. Well, I got one thing. Can I give this to you already? Okay. And a new thing. Well, I'm new. But he didn't say look anywhere else, so... I don't know. You can be really creative. Well, that could mean anything. That middle painting's interesting. Statue. Thaddeus Rock, philanthropist and patron of the arts. Never heard of him. 301, no idea if this is my room. Yeah, I guess. 302, am I staying in this one? Ah, locker. Oh, I can put my shit in here. No? Why? Why can't I put something in here? Oh, yeah. Looks like a bunch of notes and notices. Let's see. No? Alright. Locker. Nice coat. Looks fairly new to me. Ah, there you go. That was a bit vague though. So he did say hall. Or just around here. I like the Cheshire cat on the wall. Oh. I got him. Wisconsin. Happy little man. I did.
Yay! I saw you find them, actually, but didn't want to spoil the fun.
Good on you for organizing fun activities, Wisconsin.
Aw, shucks. Thanks, Howard. Now, I bet you want to get to your room, right? It's the one at the end of the hall, 304.
Finally. I'll see you later, man.
Sounds good. Oh, and your roommate is already there, so don't be surprised if you see a stranger in your room.
Laters. Well, let's just walk down the hallway again. Oh, 304, right? Okay. There we go. Nice. Ooh. Dilapidated fancy. Oh, it's another raccoon. Nice.
Hello.
Larry. Oh, hey. Hey! That box looks heavy. Yeah. Cool. Do you want to put it down or something?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Here. Pick which bunk you want while you're at it.
Do you have a preference?
I was thinking of taking top bunk, but you pick, I don't mind.
Thanks, man.
I'll take the bottom one. To be nice. Pick the bottom. You comfortably begin to shuffle your possessions onto the lower mattress, which in turn cushions their weight gently, right? Nice. Now up. Whoa! Suddenly I'm super fast! That's why I was so slow. Plenty of space back there, you know? Once you get rid of all the junk. Oh, the back room. So do we want to get rid of the junk? Gross. Good thing it's empty. I was looking at the light switch, actually. There. Hey, I can see. Nice. Larry. Bottom bunk, huh? Perfect. I already have my heart set on top bunk. You'll owe me one. I'm Howard, by the way. We'll see about that, Howard. I'm Larry. Good to meet you. What do you think so far? What do I think about what? The university, the dorm, everything. Oh, and did you meet Wisconsin in the hall? The RA? Yeah. Did he send you on the scavenger hunt too? What did you think of it? It was alright, it didn't take long. It was pretty easy, wasn't it? Breezed through it. Then again, I wasn't carrying a big box when I got here. Lucky you. Lucky me indeed. Alright, man. Tell me about Howard. Like what? I don't know, man. How come you're here? What are you studying? I'm majoring in photography. No kidding, that's cool, man. Do you have a camera? Yeah, it's in my box. I almost forgot about the mighty box. Nice, dude. I don't know anything about photography, so you'll have to teach me. How come you chose that as your major? Yeah, 3 would be mine. I want to show the world for what it is. For what it is? Man, that sounds cool. There's a lot to show for sure. I think our kind has a unique perspective on things too. I got a feeling we're gonna become great friends, Howie. Me too, man. Fuck yeah, Howie and Larry. Roommates extraordinaire. Alright, Larry, tell me about Larry. Alright, well, I'm here to study. You know what? Why don't you guess? I bet you can't. I bet I can. I dig the confidence. Alright, if you guess right, I get us lunch. Otherwise you do, deal? Deal. Sweet, go. I don't see any instruments, brushes or tools here. Your major is theory rather than practice. Theory of what exactly? Contemporary arts. Nah, that's too modern for me, dude. Tell me then, what do you study? Classical arts, man. What? I don't look the type. You look like Larry. I look like someone who's about to be treated to lunch. You good to go? Sure, let's go. Alright, let's get going.
Larry is like... Raccoon. Howard. Oh. You chose to be investigative. Keeping your eyes open and your mind sharp. Well, I don't know about sharp. Ah, the fox. Very nice. Pretty. Radio host. That was, of course, Stepping High by Brovo. This marking their 10th consecutive week at the top of the charts. Stellar stuff. Now, before this DJ signs off for the day, it's time for today's stories. Casius Perth, Minister of Science, announced today that he would be stepping down from his position after 15 years of service. In a press release, he stated that he was satisfied with the work he had done in the past few years and was looking forward to his retirement. Who am I? Who am I? Renee, I bet you are a fancy lady. I bet he was. Ministry retirement plans are through the roof as far as I know. A successor is currently being chosen, and a press release from the headquarters of the ministry, Science City, stated that a suitable candidate would be announced within the week. In other news, locals in West End are still reeling from the fire that ravaged an entire tenement block last week. Ravaged is right. I went there. There was nothing left but rubble. The fire, which claimed a number of lives, has been reported as an unfortunate accident as a result of a gas leak. The police department has since stated that they will be investigating other at-risk buildings in the area for similar issues, and are asking citizens to cooperate. Nothing new then. I'll have to go over my files again. Our thoughts and prayers are with the unfortunate souls lost in the fire. That's all for today. This has been Middays with Madison, and next up is Gus and the Steelers with Old Blue. Alright. Come on, Renee. This article is waiting for you in your office. Time to get to work. Alright. Oh, sorry. I thought it was like a cutscene. Toggle light. Oh, so cute. I love the art. Sit down for tea. Have more tea. Alright. Oh. Oh. I like it. Enter kitchen. I want to see what else is there. I don't want more tea. There's another light? Oh. Enter apartment. I guess. I don't need to go to the kitchen. Oh, that's the greenhouse. Luca's office. Luca, go to the office. Oh, so I work at home. I love the look of it. It's even prettier than the previous game. Organized shelf. What a mess. What did you say? What a mess? Okay. Drag and drop items. How? Where? Oh, here. Too nice to actually brew anything in. Oh god, this is like unpacking. Can I not move these? Because they're really irritating. Actually, that kind of works. Okay, I'm gonna put a plant here, and I'm gonna put a plant here. What is this? Sorry, I'm not even looking at what you're saying because it's kind of a weird setup. What'd she say? I'm just gonna pick it up again. CPD 5th annual bowling tournament, 3rd place. Oh, well, it can go next to your other one. If you hold this up to your ear, you can almost hear the soothing sound of the souvenir shop we got it from. It can go there, and then your camera can go here. Luca hasn't used this for years.
At least it's pretty to look at. There you go. Why's the light suddenly out? That's creepy as fuck. Sofa table. Back when we moved in, I used to write here. The table still has dents in it from where the typewriter used to be. What if I turn all the lights off? Joke's on you, Lucas. I can't clean your office if you always keep the door locked. Alright, let's go in. Wow, you have an iguana? Go! Oh, he's so cute! Yes! Hello! Hey there, Lizzie. Ready for your meal? Oh, Lizzie! I have a blue tongue skin called Lily. Why the oh, Lizzie as in lizard. I actually didn't cotton on to that. I thought it was like actually just a cute name. Right, we're gonna give you some shit. Here. There you go, honey. It's really confusing to have the dialogue on the other side. Here, have another one. Full already? Alright, I'll just leave that there for you, okay? Nice. Yeet. Okay. That's cute. You can do a lot of stuff. So that's my terminal. That's my computer. That's my typewriter. What's in here? Organize office shelf. Do I need to? Alright, let's get this over and done with. So I can move everything? No. I can just add shit. Alright. Oh, I'm not looking again. Looks like I've got the apartment for myself for another couple of hours. Okay. Nothing but old article clippings in this one. I think this is one of Lucas's albums. Not sure why it's here. Shiny. Oh, that it? There, much better. Okay, we've procrastinated quite a bit, just like I do in real life. Oh, messages. Okay, network. Renee, it's been getting a lot of great feedback. How do I? Oh, no, I want to go back. No. As far as editors go, he's not the worst. I should try to wrap this up by today. The faster I work, the more lenient he'll be with edits. Alright. Can I go back up? How do I scroll down? No. I can't scroll. Can I not scroll? No, fuck! Fine, I'm gonna read these first. Poor Lucas. He still hasn't figured out terminals. It's more charming if he doesn't. Hey sugar, finally got a terminal set up on my desk. Hope you get this. I don't know how you write so fast on these. Paperwork is going to be a nightmare. I love you, smooch, Lucas. Cute. And this one, the fire case. Renee, I know you want to keep looking in the fire case, but we have to run something soon. You're not a detective, you're a writer. Leave solving crimes to the police. The only reason I keep letting you work on this for so long is because your other write-ups are stellar. But if you keep going like this, we'll be pushing the boundaries of what news is. And I mean that in the sense of late to the party. Life's too short to be perfectionist, Renee. Please have something for me by Wednesday. Okay, and I don't know how to scroll in this one, so I'm just gonna leave that. Fire case. Nothing? Okay. Yeah, it says navigation, but if I do that, maybe I gotta click on it? No, I can't. Okay, whatever. Oh, Lucas, hi. Keep staring at that screen like that and your eyes will go square. Hey, hon. No, we're gonna be caring. Don't be a dick. Lucas? I didn't hear you get back. Welcome home, babe. Good to be home.
Have you been working on this all day? Trying to, unfortunately. Alright, well, how about I order some dinner and we work our way through it together? And let you snoop through my work? No way, Buster. Listen here, ma'am. Last I heard, you got your hands on classified police documents for that work. Probably through an informant. It would be irresponsible to not investigate it. And you plan to help? I do. So, you're working on the article, huh? Uh-huh. Yeah, well, how's your investigation going? Didn't you say your edit guy was asking for it earlier? Edit guy, it's editor Lucas, and his name is Wesley. I'm sorry for not being much of the reading sort, Your Highness. Let's not keep Wesley waiting then. Walk me through it. Let's figure it out right now. Where should I start? Let's start at the beginning. Tell me about the fire. There were 2 calls about it, right? Where did it start? In Stone's apartment. And how do we know that exactly? Are you completely sure or are you jumping to conclusions? Oh, do I need to go to the... Can I go back? I cannot. Shit. I should have read the article again. But I can't scroll the article, so I can't. Right? Oh, I can't scroll up, but yeah. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, good. The first emergency call describes smoke coming from Stone's apartment. That seems to narrow it down for sure. It's just a question of timing, but we'll get to that. Alright, and when did the fire start? I don't know, because I didn't read the article. Oh, crap. Oh, there. Give me a moment. I'll check. Yeah, so it's this one, right? No. This one. But it won't let me go to it. Oh, God. Crime scene report. I didn't even... I was pressing E on it and not the down arrow key. Okay, whatever. Here it is. But don't you get your hopes up. Sorry for the wait on this. Scene statements are usually not for the public to see, so they had to strike a lot of it to protect the lives of the officers. Hopefully this will put your worries to rest a bit. Love you, Lucas. Cool. Redacted, redacted, redacted. As if this wasn't hard enough to follow already. Okay. So how do I scroll? Oh, now you let me scroll? You let me scroll? Okay, suspect apartment is small, maybe 500 square feet and in poor state. Living conditions are working class, typical of West End. Hallway entry, wallpapers coming off by the ceiling. Body was found close to the door. Mackenzie arrived at the same time as me and inspected the body while I had a look around. Didn't take long. The suspect had 3 bullet wounds. This is not the fire. It says fire case, but this is a homicide. The one in the neck was particularly gruesome, but Mackenzie's initial conclusion was that the suspect bled out. Must have taken too long on account of all the wounds. I'm guessing Miss Guanopoulos or Johnopoulos won't be required to do much of an autopsy. The suspect was wearing pants and suspenders but no shirt. The body stained with blood, but there's a fine dusting over the upper torso. Mackenzie tells me it's soot, and I can't argue. The head is similar blackened by soot or redacted. But it looks like the suspect made an effort to wipe it off. Top left shoulder looks like it has a burn mark. Mackenzie confirms it, saying it's very recent. Probably today. So... off to the side of the body is a tire iron, old and rusted. Some of the suspect's blood has pooled onto it, but no splatter. Kitchen is a mess, more soot, more ash, and a large amount of redacted hovering near the top of the ceiling, making it hard to breathe. Smoke, so... lingering smell of smoke, most likely from the stove. There's footprints of soot leading out of the kitchen, but none leading in. Tools are scattered around the
Oven, I want to say. The hatch of which has been screwed off. This is where most of the damage is. We opened some windows on our way out, but it's going to be a long time before they get the smell of redacted out of here. Why is smoke redacted all the time? The rest of the apartment is not noteworthy. Small bedroom almost entirely covered by the bed. Kitchen table and chairs moved to the side of the hall. Bathroom small and cramped. Nothing of interest in here except the body and the kitchen, both of which appear like closed cases. I saw nothing that would have implied that the apartment was a fire hazard and, to the best of my knowledge, resolved the situation to the best of my abilities. So nothing was a fire hazard. Right. Oh god, there's so many fucking reports. And I gotta read all of these? Right, so if I want to scroll, I have to press the arrow key twice. How do I know that? It's fine. Why so many reports? 2 officers, including myself, were dispatched and arrived at the scene around 11:42. Okay. Upon arrival, Stone acted with hostility and refused the officer's entry to his home after hearing sounds of distress from inside the apartment. Officer redacted and I breached the door of the apartment. Stone was wearing only pants and shoes and his hands and face were dirtied. The apartment smelled of smoke and there was a small amount of it still in the ceiling. Immediately upon entry, Stone began acting in a menacing manner, wielding a blunt instrument in his left hand. Oh my god, there's so much. The coroner and detectives around 12:09. So it was 11:45, right? When did the fire start? Before the first call, 11:02. Kitty, I will feed you when I am done. And how do we know that again? There was soot and ashes all over Stone's kitchen. But the 2 officers who responded didn't see any fires, did they? Only remains of a small one. I don't know, Renee. I don't think the officers nor Stone would have let any fires they saw get out of hand. I suppose so. Alright, the kind of investigative work is hard. Before we move on from the fire, was there anything else? There was... It's 3 minutes past 6, Kit Kat. I'm just gonna say... There was one thing. I don't know. There's so much to read. And I can't go back to it now. Should have read all of it. I don't know. I'm just gonna guess. The first emergency call made mention of smoke, but only cops showed up. I'm not entirely sure how they phrased it, but maybe they focused on something else during the call. Besides, it's not uncommon for us to be sent out to deal with small fires every once in a while. I just wish they hadn't sent a couple of cops over. Anything else? I wish I could restart this bit. I'm just gonna move on. Okay. Now you're interested in this part, so let's get over it. I know you're interested in this part, so let's get over it. Tell me about when the cops showed up. Stone didn't want to let them in. That's usually the case. No one likes having cops show up uninvited, much less have them enter their homes. Was there a reason for the officers to be suspicious? They heard distressed voice from inside. I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait. Let me just read everything. Right. They heard a distressed voice from inside. That certainly feels like reason enough, especially if Stone was refusing to let them in. Sounds pretty clear cut, right? I suppose it does. So there's reason for the officers to get in, and eventually they do, right? That's right. And how did they enter? I think they breached the door. I already forgot. I just read the whole thing and I've already forgotten. There was so much info. The guy was really adamant about not letting people in, huh? What was his reaction once people were inside? He was hostile. I remember that. That checks out, yeah. In what way? He threatened them. He threatened them? Did the report state how? He was wielding a weapon. That certainly gave them a reason to draw on him for sure. Unfortunate as it is. Then what? The cops investigated the kitchen. Oh, right. I think I remember this part. The first officer goes into the kitchen, hears a yell, and comes back. Do we know precisely what happened in the hall during that time? Hi, I'm back. So, last time I played this, I was getting very frustrated that I'd missed so much, and my brain kind of pooped out. So I'm just picking up from where we left off. I think it was around this section here. I kind of vaguely gave the same answers. Because the thing is, I don't really have to be accurate. This is just a demo, but for some reason, I just got really irritated with myself that I could not read the passages and then give the correct answers at the same time. So my apologies for that. I am back and in a better mood. More patient with myself. So we are left here with Lucas and Renee. And we've only got a few more questions to go, I think. I think I'm just gonna move on because I still can't retain all the information that was on there. But once I do a proper playthrough of this, if that's so desired, I will of course really read it. And I mean, I have really read it. It's just ADHD, man. You read something, I can read the same sentence 20 times and still not know a word of what it said. I'm having one of those weeks, you know, so I'm just gonna do this the best of my abilities at the moment. So I'm just gonna move on from the whole thing and see what I can do. I'm probably gonna get sacked or something. So Stone didn't want to let them in. I know that. Okay, we did that bit, I think. Yeah. That's usually the case. No one likes having cops show up uninvited, much less have them enter their homes. Was there a reason for the officers to be suspicious? They smelled smoke from inside the apartment. I do remember that. That's certainly enough to warrant concern. What do you think? It feels like a job of the fire department more than anything. Sometimes our fields overlap, Renee. I know some cops with a fire extinguisher in the patrol car. Anyway, the officers make their way inside, correct? So she's a reporter and he is a cop, which it feels like there's a lot of friction there. And how did they enter? They breached the door. I'm pretty sure. The guy was really adamant about not letting people in, huh? What was his reaction once people were inside? He was hostile. I don't need to check my notes because I do remember he was waving a weapon around. That checks out, yeah. In what way? He threatened them. He threatened them. Did the report state how? He was wielding a weapon. That certainly gave them reason to draw on him, sure. Unfortunate as it is. Then what? The cops investigated the kitchen. Oh, right. I think I remember this part. The first officer goes into the kitchen, hears a yell, and comes back. Do you know precisely what happened in the hall during that time? I do know Stone attacked the other officer, and the other officer screamed and shot Stone. The second officer shot Stone. Just like that? I find that hard to believe, Renee. I suppose, according to the report, it was in self-defense after Stone attacked him. Right. Does the report specify how? He insulted and threatened the cop and then attacked. Alright. And with what? Oh, what was the instrument? I don't think it was a sharp object. I think it was like a... Was it an axe? It might be a sharp object.
Alright, he came at them with a weapon, and they responded with force. I'm sorry, Renee, but this is all according to protocol. Shooting someone without a gun after entering their home? You said it yourself, Renee. He attacked the officers first. Say nothing. You doing okay? This whole thing, this whole case, it's a lot, isn't it? It is, and it's pretty awful. It is. You don't ever get used to it, trust me. What about you? What do you make of it? Lucas isn't convinced. I think this is an awful case. I think it's horrible. But I also think you're looking for something that isn't there. And maybe you're looking for someone to blame. It's not about blame. It's about those officers being held accountable for what they did. Maybe. Sometimes. But it's not an easy job. These are people that put their lives on the line every single day and get very little thanks for it. That fire. They could have stopped it. Renee, I know. It's awful. Horrible. But I'm sorry. I don't see how they could have known. Or what they could have done. I know it's bad, but it's just unfortunate. I don't know if that's the word I'd use, Lucas. Oh god. I think it's worse. Like I said, there's a lot of tension between these two. So she thinks the cops didn't do their job properly, but he is a cop. So of course he's going to be quite defensive because he knows more than anybody how hard the job can be. And trust me, I am not defending bad cops, okay? It's just, as a whole, being a cop is super hard. You know, you don't know until you do the job how hard it is. And that goes for any job. But, yeah, so he's going to be quite defensive. But, of course, she's like, you know, seeing it from the outside going, something doesn't add up. So, I am surprised that these two are together. I'll use the first one slightly less aggressive. Hey, let's just order dinner, alright? You've had a long day. I've had a long day. Let's just step away from this for a bit, okay? Sure, yeah. Alright. I'll get you noodles. Nod. Right, Renee. You focused on your caring, empathic side. You failed to convince Lucas about your suspicions regarding the case. I will try my best next time to convince him. But then again, I'm playing it as it is, you know, so... Whoa, I wasn't expecting this. What the hell? We're suddenly in Horizon? Death Stranding? Where are we? What? August 14th. Still alive. Believe it or not, no signs of radiation poisoning in either of us. And we've still yet to endure one of those deadly gas storms that are supposed to plague the wastes on a daily basis. To say we're lucky is an understatement. Jorge says... Jorge? Is it Jorge? Or George? Jorge, right? I'm gonna say Jorge. You can correct me. Jorge says no team has ever returned from outside the wall. Alright, calm down. Which makes our research on the area fairly limited. Oh, I'm gonna turn you down a little bit, mister. Jeez. Which will make our return a historic first. And that's not even factoring in the discovering of this artifact. I don't know how we got here suddenly. Sun's been harsh lately, and it's been a chore to get any work done during the day. It's been almost 6 months and the climate is starting to get to me. We got here early spring and back then the temperatures were more bearable. I find myself spacing out more often than I used to. I wake up early on some days and I leave the tent just to stare out at the wasteland. I feel like it stares back. They didn't give us much during our briefing, just a mountain of gear, some coordinates and an instruction to dig. Still no idea what they're expecting us to find. Whatever it is, Jorge's eager to dig it up. He's out there now. Today's the day, he told me this morning. I've been saying that all week. I've warmed up to him too. He's a good guy. He seems to see my academic background as a shortcut out of paying your dues. But we all pay our dues in different ways. His with tools, mine with theory. Progress aside, the past few days have been strange. There's this trumpet that's just overwhelmingly loud, even when you turn down the volume halfway. You still can't hear yourself speak. I mean, Jorge mentioned a low hum from the dig side. It's probably that trumpet though, and we've both been feeling unexplainably uneasy. Right, idealist, realist, or cynic? Let's go for realism. More likely than not, we've been out here a bit too long and are starting to get a little funny, like that trumpet. The sun is brutal, even when filtered through the dust clouds. No doubt it making me a little woozy. I can't let that get to me. Our work is too important. Jorge would agree with that, if nothing else. We could take breaks midday when the sun is good, doing its worst. Seems reasonable enough. Time well spent going over research at the very least. Or taking a break for once. I almost forgot. I had a look at some of my previous journal entries today. We've been constantly proving ourselves wrong about this place. That's good. Progress has come at a snail's pace, but at least we're moving. We could be dead in the water. Instead, we're engaged in pleasant backstroke towards a reasonable conclusion. Pleasant backstroke. Not bad, Eli. Suddenly a shiver runs up your spine. Suddenly a shiver runs up your spine and you press the pen firmly against the journal page. Somewhere outside the tent you swear you hear Jorge calling out for you. Jorge? Did you say something? There's another scream, more desperate this time. He sounds distressed. Get up. Jorge? Jorge, what's going on? Jorge? Jorge! Where are you, Jorge? I'm coming. Very slowly, though. Jorge, are you alright? Oh, do I want some equipment? Our tools get covered by dust and sand regardless of whether we put them away or not. Sometimes I wonder why we bother. Radio. This can wait. Jorge needs my help. Well, I thought, you could back up or something. Our solar stills are top of the line. We haven't seen rain in weeks, but still have plenty of drinking water. Oh, I need me one of those. Why are we suddenly in the apocalypse? Dusty. Needs to clean these soon. Our equipment will struggle. Oh, supplies? I'd be happy to never touch another shovel in my life. So much stuff, and yet we still don't have everything we need. I'd kill for something fresh to eat. Oh, is he in the mine? Jorge! Oh, he's alright. He's a big kitty. It's moving, Eli. It's fucking moving. Moving? Don't just stand there. We need to deal with this so it doesn't get out. Come on, man. You opened the pod? I'll tell you later. For now, help me get this thing contained. What do we do? What do you need? When I saw it wriggling, I panicked and doused it with cooling spray. It recoiled and retreated back in the pod, so that might do the trick. Then again, I don't want to open it up again unless we have to. We've got some containment pods backed up somewhere. grab them as fast as you can, alright? Alright. First things first, we need that thing contained. Don't go anywhere. Alright, let's go. Can I run? Oh, I can run. Alright, I'm going. Oh, I went too far. Run. Equipment, right? Where was the equipment? Woo. Oh, supplies. Supplies both packed and unpacked. Containment pods. I'm coming, Jorge. I'm coming for you, son. I still want to know why the frick we're here. That's so weird. I didn't expect this at all. Hello. I got your pods. Here, take this container. Okay, I'm going to twist this thing open again, and when I do, I'm going to need you to hold the container still. I'll twist it, drop it, and you shut it. You got that? You twist it, drop it, and I shut it. Got it. Here it goes. You better be ready. Twisting it. Now, go! Drop the container and shut it. There. Got it. Got it! Let me check the pressure. Good. It's in here. What was that? I don't know. But we've got it under control now. Contained. These things are airtight. Whatever that is, it's staying put. So, what now? Same as always, I guess. We log it. You should probably give HQ a call. After that, I don't know. You doing okay? I'm fine. I just need the process. You think that's what we're supposed to find? I don't know. If it was, I wonder if they would have sent just the two of us. Go on, give them a call. I need a breather. Alright, I'll be right back. Aw, Jorge? Jorge, I went past the entrance gate. Jorge. I hope that was your name and not George. Because it could also be George, I guess. Oh, I need the radio. The radio. Come on. Radio. Radio. Inspect the radio. The once so impressive H.F. Boone 34 you've grown so familiar with over the past few months now seem weathered. Now seem weathered, weak and old. Behind it trails a long rubbery tail. Wow, my brain is full of sand. And then next to the machine, a stack of notes are held in place by a paperweight. Inspect the notes. The bundle of yellow and yellowed notes is stacked as neatly as can be. You wrote some of them, Jorge some others. Another few were still written ages ago. It seems now, by someone whose name you don't recall. Look at the notes, I guess. Your notes are plentiful, but, to be frank, boring, almost mathematical. Notes from radio calls and tracking of the weather alongside a few scribbles regarding your progress. Slow and steady won the race. The wind has picked up and would most certainly blow away the papers if there were not for a weight holding them down. Look at Jorge's notes, I guess. Many of the pages are simply numbers and doodles, but you sort through them to find a few that pique your interest. August 1st, potential radiation, no corrosives. This one. You recognize the numbers as a frequency, but not for whom or what. Below is a doodle of a heart, and the bottom of the note reads, P.S. Eli, if you're reading this, mind your own business. Read something else. Potential radiation. The greater context of the note is missing, but it reads, high chance of radiation. Use no corrosives, if need force. Careful with the pods. Nitrile gloves only. Okay, so this is not really that interesting. You return Jorge's notes to the stack, making sure they don't try to escape on the breeze. Leave the notes. Look at the cable. The cable lies heavy on the ground, covered with dust. Tracing it along the ground, lead your gaze to similarly dust-covered solar panels you and Jorge set up a long time ago. Make a note to dust them off. You'll probably remember to dust them off now. You ought to set aside at least a few hours for it. It can be rushed in 45 minutes, but you'll end up redoing it a day later. You've made that mistake before. I'll plan it with Jorge. The wary machine continues humming a low tone. Write something in the notes. You slide a paperweight onto the desk and pick up a stubby dull pencil. August 14th. Major discovery radioing HQ. The paper rustles gently under the weight of your pencil, even more so under the gravity of the discovery you've made. The wary machine continues humming a low tone. Alright. Stop inspecting radio. Dial in a frequency. Shall we do the other one? No, I'll do the normal one first. Grit grinds between the aluminium frame and the plastic dial as you begin to turn it. The dial itself has loosened, slightly, having been gnawed at by the arid wasteland surrounding you. Instinctively, you recall the HQ frequency. Ugh. All that is required is a slight twist of the wrist and the dial rotates to its usual orientation. Hissing builds up, and soon enough a melodic beep whistles through the treble-heavy speakers. That's your cue. HQ, this is Eli of Digside 6. Come in, HQ. We've got something to report, over. This is HQ. We read you loud and clear. What's your status, over? We found something. Copy that, Site 6. Please describe the finding. We found some sort of artifact, very responsive to stimuli. Possible organic in matter. HQ, do you read me? Does it appear to be sentient? It seems to react to stimuli in a way that goes beyond simply chemical. Hello? Stand by for further instructions. Over and out. Copy that. Ooh. So he's a badger, right? He looks like a badger. You immediately report the strange artifact you and Ahura had uncovered. Well, yeah, but, you know, we can always do another route at some point. I like that there's so many options. That's it? That was a very rough, like, end to the demo. Christ. Okay, so that is the end of Tales, the Backbone Preludes demo. Let me know what you think. I really like the idea that you can go different paths. I've always loved that choice matters. And although it does ultimately get you to the same ending by the looks of it, which is a bit of a shame, or the same character development in the end, because it all went to the same point. So I'm guessing that's it. It's either an ending or the way your character is going to be towards the very end. But it is interesting to see new scenarios and scenes and dialogue and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, it makes me wonder what would have happened if I got that article correct and convinced my husband, or you know, what would have happened if I had lied to HQ about stuff after I said we just discovered something. So it is really interesting, and it gives it replay value, which I also really appreciate. So yeah, I like this. I am still kind of thinking about the very first one that came out, though. I'll have a think about it. Let me know what you think. Whether you would like me to play the Backbones, the original series that came out, or the original game that came out. I think it was this year, actually, early this year. And yeah, the feedback was just not that great. So I was like, because I really enjoyed the demo. It was just, you know, I have a love for pixel art, but it was also very noir, and I loved that all the characters were animals as well, and that we were a detective, but a lot of detective games were coming out at that same time as well. So it was a bit, you know, it was a bit hit and miss, I think. But I would still like to have a crack at it at some point. Let me know what you think. And let me know whether you would like me to play this one as well, because it seems very interesting, and it's definitely something that I enjoy playing. So, thank you so much for joining me as always. Let me know, and I will see you when I see you.